Hey, what up guys, how's it going? Okay, I'm back with something kind of cool. Today I'm going to be installing running boards on my Rivian R1T 2025. When I first got it a couple days ago, I did a impressions and walk around video, and you can check out that in the description. I'll leave a link. Now, I got my running boards from the one and only EV Base, and if you use my promo code, you will get 22% off your entire order, no matter what you order. So yeah, you guys remember 6-8 months ago, I installed running boards from EV Base on my R1S. Love them. So I got the T and the S. So I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna unbox these, install them really quick, and that'll be that. All right, guys. All right, we got the ride height all set and ready to go. There are two 10mm bolts, two in the front, right around here, and then there's one more in the back. And yeah, just get a 10mm socket right here and you're all good to go. Also, you're gonna need a T27 Torx bit. There's a total of 5, if I'm not mistaken, 5 T27s. I believe there's 2 in the front, 3 in the back. And so right now I'm gonna go ahead and remove all those, the 10mm and the T27s. All right. Okay, so in total I got the 3 10mm bolts and I have the 5 T27 Torx bolts that we took out. So now there are a total of 3 plastic panels we need to remove. As you see, they're marked by the blue tape there. So that's 1 panel, that's 2, and there's 3. Now probably with a pry tool or some sort of a plastic pry tool or screwdriver, whatever you got handy, you got to get under there and pull them down. They're held in by some metal and some plastic tabs. You're probably gonna be a little apprehensive, thinking, oh my god, am I breaking my vehicle? I just paid 6 figures, screw this. But don't fret, don't worry, you'll be fine. All you got to do is just pull down hard enough and they'll eventually come out. And yeah, you pull down each section and remove them and you'll be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so here's that first section that I just took out, and you can see the metal tabs here. They're there. So you know where you're pulling down, and so you know your adversary. Yeah, then there's a tab there. So you know, just pull out, use a little bit of force. You'll eventually get it, and you're not gonna break anything. You'll be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the middle section, then the rear. Middle section done. Okay, here's that middle section, more of the same. You see the metal clips. That's where you're pulling down. Use a little bit of force. And here are the tabs. No big deal. Now I'll do that last section in the rear. Alright, so that's all 3 sections done. Boom, boom, boom. And no need to show it, but I'm going to go ahead and do the other side so I won't have to record that. And then we'll unbox the running boards and show the mounting hardware. Okay, you guys, just a quick observation. This is the plastic piece closer to the front of the car. So, you know, these 2 holes is where we took out the T27s. And but I'm noticing now here on the rear there's no holes. They're just tabs that go in the back. So my point is, the T27s on the very rear, the 3 back there, you don't need to take out. So I'm gonna actually put those back because it looks like it supports a smaller plastic piece. Maybe when you go to put on mud flaps or something, you'd unscrew those and then screw those back in. But at this point in time, because this is the rear piece, you could see these are just tabs that just go up in there and they're not affected by the T27s at all. So the 2 327s towards the rear of the vehicle, I'm gonna put back in on each side. There's only holes that support this piece towards the front of the vehicle. All right. All right, you guys, once you unbox everything, it should look like this. Now, those right there are the actual mounting hardware that will mount to the vehicle itself. They're labeled 1 and 2. I don't know why, because they're all identical. And there's 4 2s and 2 1s. Whatever. Yeah, but like I said, they are all identical. So I'll put the 2 2s in the rear and then the 1 up front. Now, you're gonna mount them to the T55 bolts located on the vehicle. Now, in total, I counted 8 T55 bolts from the front to the back, but I labeled which ones you're gonna take out. So in total, there's 8. All right, so total there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I marked and put blue tape on the ones you're gonna take out. So you're gonna take out the number 3, the number 5, and the number 6. So I'll get a little closer. So the T55s are here. 1, 2, number 3, 4, number 5, number 6. So those are the ones you're going to take out. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so one last recap. In total, there's 8 T55 bolts, and you're going to take out the number 3, 5, and 6. And it's already marked here for you. Let me get in closer so you can see a T55. And yeah, the T55s look like that. There's one marked. There. Okay. All right, you guys, really quick, what you're gonna need to get the T55s out, unless you have pneumatic tools or something. I have impact drivers that are really strong, still can't get them out. I ran into this problem when I put them on the R1S. So anyways, they're called T55 because that's the torque T55 right here that you're gonna need. So that's a T55, and I have a 30-inch breaker bar here so I can get leverage. I'll leave a link in the description for everything that I have in case you guys wanna buy it, but you're gonna need a breaker bar or something to get leverage on it to initially start it. And then once it's kind of loose, I'll use my impact driver to go in there and make it a little faster. If you don't have a breaker bar, and let's say you just have a socket set, you can put some sort of a pipe or like I have a handle from my floor jack. You could use something like that. Use the handle from the floor jack, attach it to the end of your socket, maybe stuff an old sock in there or something, I don't know. That way it's a little tighter, and then use that for leverage, because these things are in there very, very tough. It's like they had Zeus or some sort of gorilla over at Rivian put all these in, because they're really tough. Again, my impact driver can't get them off. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Might I also suggest, if I didn't already, safety glasses. I mean, you only get 2 eyes. You might as well take care of them, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and take these T55s out. Again, I'm gonna start it with the breaker bar. Once it's a little loose, I'll go in with my impact. All right, so that's one. I'll go ahead and repeat that 2 more times and do the other side as well. All right, gang, we're back. So all the T55s are out, and here's the mounting bracket right here. And we're just gonna put 1 T55 in the middle right here. We're gonna do that on each side, passenger and driver. And then yeah, just one bracket there, and then the other bracket there. So I'll use my impact driver right there just to get it up and snug. And then I'll use the breaker bar to tighten it down all the way. So yeah, we're just gonna install these 3 brackets, 3 on this side, 3 on the passenger. Okay, all the brackets are in. Looks like that, snugged up with the breaker bar. And I'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, so we got all the mounting hardware laid out. There's this bracket that you're actually gonna have to turn sideways to move it under and then drop it into these slots right here. So it's gonna drop in like that. So you're gonna have to get it under the running board in the middle, like this. So it's gonna be like this. Then you'll turn it sideways and drop it in. And that will stay in place with a washer, spring washer, and then the nut there. So we do that times 3. We're almost there. We're in the home stretch. We almost got it. Okay, so I'm gonna lift this up, line it up. Let me do that. All right, so I'm thinking of something like that. Once I mount it down, it'll give a little more space in the back, but it is not touching. So, something like that. Let me go ahead and put in the mounting hardware. All right, so the mounting hardware is in. The nuts and washers are all in, and you need a 13mm socket to get under there and make those tight. So that's about where I have it. I like it. I think it looks good there. It's not touching anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and then we are all done. And then I'll just take some B-roll shots. So remember, use my promo code James20 you see on the screen there at evbase.com, and you will get 22% off your entire order, no matter what you order. And yeah, let me just hurry up and do the other side really quick.